Yo, the cut of this hoodie is fire. My boy Sanjeev did his thing on this. What up, YouTube? Welcome to Soft and welcome to yet another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about the resale of this week's Supreme drop list. Now, we do not have the complete drop list or the retails. We're missing like a couple items. Normally, the drop list will contain anywhere from like 20 to 25 items. There's 19 right now. I didn't want to wait because I feel like we have the majority of the hype pieces this week. If we get anything else, it's going to be from the lookbook, and it's probably not going to be anything that's super irrelevant. So I figured I would make this video so that way I don't make it too late Wednesday and then some of you guys miss it. A lot of people say that they rely on these videos to kind of know what they're going to go for, and I don't want anyone to, you know, make a bad purchasing decision. So I'm here to help. I'm here to discuss my personal opinion about what I think will resell and what I'm feeling and what I'm not. That being said, please take a second, smash the like button down below. You already know this video gets 1,500 likes. I'm doing a live cop this Thursday. If you guys would like to see me do a live cop and spend some money on some shit I probably don't need, and I might even take an L on, we will see how this week goes, and hopefully I do not get smacked by a high traffic error. But like I said, if you would like to see that, smash the like button down below. Also, show some love in the comments for your boy. I appreciate all the support. Seriously, I have some really exciting news coming up. Bro, I'm just amazed right now. I can't even believe y'all rock with me. I don't even want to get too deep. I just had a terrible freaking week last week, but I'm kind of excited for the future and just content creation, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. My mind is blown. But like I was saying, this week we're gonna go over this week's drop list. Of course, if there's anything from this drop list that you would like to secure, sign up for the Lace Network. I'm telling you guys, it's the cook group. It's the best cook group to be a part of. No cap. I'm sorry for saying no cap. In fact, if you guys sign up for the Lace Network today, not only will you be a part of the best cook group in the world, but you will never hear me say no cap again. And that alone is worth it. No, but in all seriousness, the Lace Network has a plethora of tools to help you cop sneakers, Supreme, anything you want. And a lot of cook groups are geared towards botters, but you don't have to be a botter to access the information within the Lace Network. It gives you a bunch of information that will help you take W's even if you are just a normal manual user. And if you ever want to get into botting, the information on how to do so is in there as well. They have complete site lists, raffle lists, early links, brick clip channels, so you guys can literally buy sneakers that are on crazy sales and sell them on StockX directly. And a lot of those are zero risk because they have free returns at a lot of the stores that you buy from when they have these crazy sales. So you'll see shoes for like 75% off that are currently selling for more on StockX. And for all VIP members, I've talked about this before. If you guys are not new to the channel, you guys already know a lot of you guys take W's with Cardinal. A lot of you guys take W's with the Lace Network. I see comments all the time from people who take W's. There's so many testimonials from subscribers that have signed up for the Lace Network that have secured items and made money online. But basically, Cardinal is a premium autofill service that mimics keystrokes, and it works exceptionally well, like every single Shopify sites, and of course Supreme as well. I get more high traffic errors when I go completely manual than I do when I use Cardinal, which is crazy. But the way that happens is, like I said, Cardinal mimics keystrokes, so that way it doesn't get detected as some sort of autofill or bot. And like I said, that's free for all VIP members, so make sure you check it out. Top link in the description. Use my code STAR, S-T-A-R, for 15% off your first month. Try it out. Let me know what you think. I would not be a part of the Lace Network if it didn't personally work for myself. Now, what do I want this week from Supreme? Well, first of all, this week is headlined by the Supreme Stone Island collaboration. I don't really like the collaboration. I see a lot of people say that they think it's okay. I think it's terrible. Terrible. Now, why do I think it's terrible? I'll talk about that, but first let's go over some of the pieces. Like, for example, right, one of the first pieces, you have this shearling leather jacket. It's actually a pretty beautiful piece. First of all, it's hand painted. I don't know what the that means. I'm a low-class peasant, and because I'm such a Philistine, an absolute low-class, uncivilized bastard, I don't even know what it means to be hand-painted. Did Picasso why does it need to be hand-painted? It's white and black. What does that mean? To me, from the perspective of an uncivilized swine like myself, what that tells me is they're trying to justify bitch smacking you with an absurd price for this piece.
Everything's nice here.
I would not be surprised if this was like potentially, I don't even want to say it, but like $1,500 to $2,000.
The money in your account, it didn't do too well, it's gone.
Now, it still might sell out quick because they're not going to make a lot of these, but I don't have too much faith in the resale of these just because the retail is already too damn high.
Retail too damn high. Huh?
For example, look at this floral down jacket that released a couple years ago. I got a W on it. I manually copped that in under 10 seconds. Normally, if something sells out in under 10 seconds, I mean, that's like Usain Bolt sellout times. It's gonna have a little bit of resale. That down jacket though, it doesn't. It's actually, it's a brick. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see that through a lot of these pieces. A lot of these pieces are going to have extremely high retails because they are produced by Stone Island. Now, moving into the next piece, we have these crinkle painted down jackets, right? And notice they're not hand painted. They're just normally painted. What's the difference? I have no idea. Like I said, I'm uncivilized. I'm a peasant. I'm a low class citizen. I have no idea what the difference between hand painted and painted is. I mean, obviously one is painted with your hand, but I just don't understand why that is a thing or why that's necessary. Why you had to get the next Leonardo da Vinci to come in to paint white on a jacket, I won't understand that. If you guys are high fashion individuals and you guys want to sit upon your tower and explain to the peasant below myself why it needs to be hand painted, please let me know. I love learning and I always like getting dissenting opinions and just growing my knowledge. Now, as we move into the next piece, we start to see that there's no real theme for this collaboration, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like it. When you look across this entire collaboration, you're gonna see a bunch of pieces that just don't go together. And to be honest, even the product photos, I mean, first of all, 69 product images.
69 this and 69 that!
That's how you know this collaboration's way too big. 69 images? There are so many freaking pieces in this collection. It's basically the entire drop list. The model photos look weird. This dude right here looks like he's taking a shit. And I don't know if the other one is him as well, but he looks like some sort of super villain in a superhero movie. Really, a lot of them look like super villains though. Like if you look at homie in the black shearling jacket, he looks like he's ready to fight Batman, and then the other dude with the freaking weird goggles, he looks like some sort of Avenger or something. I don't know why they have this super villain theme. Then you got this other dude with this crinkle painted puffer, this like pull down mask that doesn't have any eye holes or face hole or mouth hole. It doesn't have any holes to accommodate the orifices in your face. So basically you're gonna walk around looking like a overpriced Slender Man. Now, when you get to these crinkle painted puffers or whatever puffers, right? It has this like paint pattern throughout. I think the black one's the cleanest. It has a Supreme Stone Island crest on the back. Of course, it has a Supreme badge on the arm. And the whole theme is that it's like kind of like a splatter paint, but you see that a little bit better on the tees and the inside of this jacket. The blue one kind of looks like 6ix9ine's nut.
You're mad! I'm back!
Or, I mean, it kind of looks like that room that NBA YoungBoy's kids are painting in that Casey Talk video. It just doesn't do anything for me. I don't really like these pieces. I also don't like that like rust color. I think the cleanest is by far the black, but we are seeing this theme throughout several pieces. We're seeing a pair of pants that match this as well. The pants, once again, not a fan. I mean, first of all, before I get to the pants, these retails are gonna be expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna be $700 to $1,000 just for these down jackets, plus like $1,500 to $2,000 for those leather jackets. Then these pants probably like $250 to $400. So a lot of this stuff is going to carry heavy retails, and for that reason, I don't feel comfortable saying that it's going to resell. There are pieces throughout this collection that I think will resell if the retails are somewhat similar to past retails from past collections, but a lot of these like key pieces will still sell out, and I still don't think they'll have much resale. Now, getting into the shirts, I mean, this is kind of the perfect segment because you have the black and the white shirt to go with the shearling jacket, and then you have the 6ix9ine nut shirts to go with the crinkled down jacket. It's kind of weird they did that with the shirts where they have like 2 clean colors and then 2 just absurd colors. I don't like these at all. First of all, the branding, it's not that bad. In fact, I even kind of like that theme later on, which you'll see in a moment. But then you get to the 6ix9ine nut colorway and it's like, it's just so out. Like, when are you gonna really wear this piece? Like EDC? Maybe that like color festival they have in India where they like throw all that shit around. That's the only way I could imagine this piece looking somewhat decent in the real world. If it was anywhere between $30 to even maybe $100, I think it's a safe bet. Maybe not $100. Okay, I don't know, but somewhere around there, I think it's a fairly safe bet. If it's over $100, I'm not even worried about this t-shirt. Now, the last piece we see this theme are on the hats. And these are some of the items that I do think will do fairly well. The hats do not see as much of an increase in price, so if it's anything like past hats, it should be right around $60 to $70. A lot of these hats over time have gone up to $100. I'm not worried about any of the other colors except for the black one. I think the black one's the cleanest. It's a pretty safe bet. It's one of the safer bets if you are trying to resell this week. Oh yeah, and I lied. There's actually one other piece in this collection that has that theme. I'm sorry, what the, bro, why is Jesus just busting nuts all over Washington State right now? Holy shit, it is pouring outside. We're seeing this pattern on some sling bags. These sling bags are essential. Not these sling bags, but sling bags in general, amazing. I actually have a Supreme Stone Island sling bag right here. It's one of my favorite bags, especially when I'm traveling. I like to put stuff in this and then put this at the bottom of a bigger backpack, so that way I have this bag when I'm walking around. Even when I'm riding my bike around town, I have this. It's amazing. I put a little film camera in here. I put my main camera in here, any extra essentials in here as well. But I do like sling bags a lot. I don't know how I feel about these ones. I feel like these ones are going to carry a higher retail, probably around $200 to $300. But if you need a sling bag for the personal collection or you're interested, I would recommend these ones if you can find them, which you probably can find them used for a lot cheaper, or even the Supreme sling bag. I mean, I haven't used that one personally, but I feel like that one will only go up in value because I don't know if they'll do that again, even though it was a pretty popular piece, so who knows. The moment Supreme notices something is popular, they start to saturate the shit out of it. That's why a lot of the things that used to resell don't resell, like crushers. But I do think we are seeing some crushers this week that may resell. And it's these Stone Island Supreme Corduroy crushers. Now, I always warn you guys about crushers, and the reason I do that is because a lot of people will say crushers are gonna resell because in the past several seasons they have resold. However, towards the end of last season and this season, they did not resell like they used to, and the reason for that is because the moment Supreme notices something doing well, they produce more of it and they just start saturating the market. Like, look at S logos, look at small box hats. I mean, really anything you look at from Supreme, that's just what happens. I mean, even box logos, like, they're staple. But that being said, I do have some faith in these because the retails are gonna be a little bit lower. It's a really nice piece. It's kind of good for everybody. It's one of the more wearable crushers. And once again, the retail, if it's anything like the past Boonie hats that were released, it should be like right around $70. If it carries a retail of over $100, do not even think about buying this piece. Notice how this is the third item, right? This is like the third theme that we're seeing throughout this release. You have the like white and black shearling jacket, you have the 6'9" nut pieces, and now you have these corduroy pieces. You have these corduroy crushers, and then you also have some corduroy pants, which I think are kind of cool, although they're gonna fit me way too baggy. I mean, look at, they're baggy on this guy, so they're definitely gonna be baggy as shit on me. Like, he's not built like Frodo Baggins, and look how baggy they are on him. I struggle to reach above my fridge, so you know I'm gonna be swimming in these. It's gonna look like those bronze 56K pants that were like sewn together. I'm just gonna look ridiculous in these, but they do come accustomed with a beautiful Supreme Stone Island badge right on your right ass cheek. Flexed up shorty, they're gonna be looking straight at your butt cheeks. And not only are we getting pants, but we're also getting a jacket, and these jackets I think are pretty decent as well. They definitely have more of a vintage fit to them. You can tell they have like a cropped body because the sleeves are longer than the body. It's also kind of scrunched up. Speaking of scrunched up, I think the jackets will have some sort of drawstring on the bottom or elastic, but the pants actually have a drawstring on the front. If you're in between sizes, it almost looks like you should size up because it looks like it has a built-in drawstring to tighten it, which I think is kind of dope, and you see that in a lot of like old vintage corduroy pants. These corduroy pieces are cool, but once again, they're gonna be expensive, and it's like you could find this in the thrift store. To be honest, the only pieces I really have a lot of faith in are these hats, and that's assuming that the retails are similar to past Stone Island Supreme collaborations. There's also one other piece I think will resell, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Moving into our third theme. Yes, fourth theme. You have the shearling jackets, you have the corduroy, you have the crinkled 6'9" nut colored pieces, and then now you have the wave striped sweater and sweat short, which doesn't seem to go with any of the other pieces except for maybe the tees because it has the same like embroidery right there, but it has this stripe and it's like a wavy stripe. I mean, I don't mind the hoodie, the white hoodie specifically. I don't like the black one because of the gray stripe, but it just seems like it's just a bunch of random shit thrown together, and that's kind of my complaint with this overall collection. I mean, now we're getting sweat shorts in winter. They release shorts during winter all the time, but this piece in general seems more of like a spring summer piece to me. I don't know, it just seems really random. And then moving into the last pieces that we have, we got these ski masks which glow in the dark, so do not use these for illicit crimes, but these are perfect if you are an upcoming rapper and you want to have a cool rap video. And I do think this is one of the other pieces that may resell, although I do think the retail will be a little bit higher on this. I mean, it looks like it's really good quality and it's an actual knit as opposed to a nylon, so I do kind of want to wait to tell you whether or not I think that's going to resell because we do not have the retails, but I do think that's a pretty safe bet, and I think that even if it doesn't resell, it will at least hold its value. And then we have these goggles, and I don't know why they're getting into like swim fashion. I mean, we already got the like the Supreme Speedo goggles, which Michael Phelps I'm sure was ecstatic about, but now I'm sure he's just busting nuts all over the place. Maybe that's why it's actually raining outside so hectically. Is that a word? Hectically? These are really weird. The white ones look like a mix of like clout goggles, but I guess you can also just jump in the ocean at any given moment. It has Supreme Stone Island branding around the I don't know. I don't like these at all. I don't know if they're gonna resell because I don't know the retail yet, but I would be very shocked if they resold. Like, it just doesn't seem like that many people need to spend that kind of money for these goggles. Out of the entire collection, the pieces I'll probably go for are the corduroy crushers, the hats, and the ski mask. Now, there are some other pieces dropping this week. I just kind of wanted to go over the collaboration first because, like I said, I feel like I like some pieces from this collaboration. If you like this collab, my opinion. Buy what you want to buy. At the end of the day, I'm mostly giving my opinion from the perspective of what I feel like a collaboration should be, and I think a collaboration should be a collection of products that look somewhat cohesive, some sort of unified look, but this doesn't have that. It looks like a bunch of random pieces. Oh, hey, I want this, 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 and this. And since they're having one of their more expensive collaborations, why not release this expensive ass lamp? Yes, the Supreme Floss lamp is also releasing this week. The retail was gonna be like at bare minimum $300, potentially even more, like $500, $600. It doesn't look like it's even $80. It's got the most obnoxious Supreme box logo on it. Not to mention, if you look at it closely, it looks like an alien UFO is abducting a box logo. Like, it just looks, it doesn't even look that cool. Like, the more I look at it, I'm just like, this looks like it was designed and created by Supreme Italia. The obnoxiously large box logo, I don't mind branding at all. And Supreme is known to do obnoxious branding. But like this right here, right? Look how obnoxious that freaking bead curtain is. But it still looks good. I feel like an equivalent, like if they did this bead curtain and then they made it all white and then just put a box logo in the middle, that would be like the equivalent of what this lamp looks like to me. It just looks weird. I don't know, maybe I'm just going in too much on it because the price tag is ridiculous, but moving on, we do have some other pieces. So you have these like spell out hoodies with these matching spell out sweatpants. The hoodies say Supreme going across your arms and shoulders. This is another example of something that they've actually done and then they've continued to do and do and do because it sold really well with the faux fur, but you see it on like every single season now. You see pieces with these big spell outs. No. If it was like 2016, 2017, I'd say go for the Gucci colorway. As for the sweatpants, once again, but if you do go for them, go for small or XL, preferably small. Now you have these hats. I'm not quite sure what the fabric, it looks like the fabric is some sort of nylon. They're box logo hats. If you go for any colors, black, maybe olive. I don't have as much faith in box logo hats. I see them all the time, especially with these curved rims. It seems like they've released like 40 of these this season alone. But I mean, it wouldn't be a bad multi-cart if you need to hit 200 and try to get free shipping. I definitely would not recommend single carting this. You have this fisherman vest and fisherman pant. It's like a plaid material. I hate these so much. I'm not even the biggest fan of these fisherman vests, especially in this like loud, obnoxious plaid with the classic logo. I mean, the classic logo is cool, but like just do these in more earth tone colors as opposed to these plaid colors. And these like skate pants or sweatpants, disgusting. Maybe the pink one's in a size small. And then you have homegirl like looking back at it. I don't know if she's twerking or something. It just says Supreme with this little work of Renaissance art on the front chesticles. Once again, is someone talking outside my apartment? They ain't talking about shit. I'm like that neighbor that's always wondering like what my neighbors are doing. Like I was saying before, there was some blibber blabber. This sweater, no, don't worry about this sweater. It's kind of cool that it looks like Shorty's twerking. I mean, she had got this kind of like seductive look with this little head wrap. I don't care to look up where the artwork is from. If you want to enlighten me, let me know in the comments. I'll probably look it up after this video regardless, but I'm always open to learning new things. I love learning. You guys know me. I don't mind if someone's got a dissenting opinion. I love hearing your guys' opinions. So of course, show some love in the comments. And if you don't want to show some love in the comments and you just want to correct me on something, correct me. I love growing, man. I don't mind. If I'm wrong about something, then I'm wrong, and I love to hear it. So let me know in the comments what your guys' opinions of this entire release is, these pieces, what comes from what this artwork is, what Shorty's name is.
Shout it, what your name is.
If she's got an Instagram handle, let me know so I can see her twerking videos. Yeah, man, I think that's everything. We obviously don't have the retails yet. Drops by Jay has not blessed our eyeballs with the retails yet. That being said, like hands down, it's going to be expensive. So if you think it's gonna be somewhat cheap, it's not. I would recommend following Drops by Jay, of course. I'll leave his Twitter somewhere on the screen. That is where the majority of this information comes from. He's the plug, the source. I'll also try to update you guys on my personal Instagram as well. So follow my personal Instagram, the Starlife, TheStarRlife. It's me somewhere on the screen in the description down below. Anyways, this video is entirely too long. I gotta edit all this, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. And as always, keep living Starlife. Peace. Out.
Bang, bitch, holler when you feel this. Fresh up out the county, tell them hoes to get up on me. I was in that motherfucker with some killers.